guys, it's Nadine from NadineJolie.com. Today I wanted to talk to you about a product that I'm super excited about. It's temporary hair color that washes out in just one shampoo without any bad chemicals like peroxide or ammonia. And it's called Alterna One Night Highlights. It comes in a couple of different shades, but this particular shade is pink. It's called Haute Pink. Actually, I think it's pronounced Hot Pink, but it's spelled Haute Pink. And 10% of the proceeds from this shade, Hot Pink, go to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, so I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so pink hair has obviously been super trendy over the past couple of years. You've seen it on celebrities like Rihanna and Dianna Agron from Glee and January Jones and Rachel McAdams, and so I thought it would be fun to do a video using the Haute Pink on camera. And even though it's super easy to use, I figure that I would take you through some of the troubleshooting steps so that if you want to do it at home, you can do it yourself. Okay, so step one, very important, you want to start with clean, dry hair. Step two, you'll take the bottle and shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then it comes with this little brush, so you will just click the brush on like so. Okay, and then you'll see this little actuator button right here, so you'll literally just hold it down and then the foam will pop up. Et voila! Okay, so this is about the right size to use, like about the size of a golf ball, but depending on the look that you want, you might want to use a little bit less. So if you're looking for something that's really like super subtle, then you can either just push out less with the actuator, or you can just like scrape a little bit off with your fingers or a paper towel or something like that. Okay, and also the highlights are buildable, so the darker the look that you want, the more pink that you want, the more you will apply. So I'm actually going to apply this and show you a couple of different looks. I figure what I'm going to do is one sort of like highlighted look and then one look with a couple of big chunks. So what I like to do is just take a couple of pieces. Let's see, we'll do one little piece right here. Let's see, just near the face. And so you literally just take the brush and then you're going to run it through the hair like so. And you can feel free to use your hands too. Just kind of smooth it through. I like to use my fingers just to kind of get it up near the roots. And then you will just push it through. And if you want it to be a little bit darker, like I said, because it is buildable, you know, it's kind of like makeup, like mineral makeup, you can just take the brush and go over it a couple of extra times, and that will ensure that there's more color. Alright, and so when you have the color in and applied, you're actually going to leave it for 3 to 5 minutes to give it a chance to dry, and then you'll comb it through. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple other pieces right now. The cool thing about this too is because it's pink, which is obviously a fun color, I think it doesn't really have to be perfect. You know, it's okay to kind of play with it, and if you have a little bit of extra pinkness here and there, or you have a tiny bit of your natural color poking through, that's totally okay. The whole point of it is to be fun and to be funky. And again, while you're applying this, if you get a tiny bit on your hands, it's going to wash right off. And not only does it rinse out of your hair immediately in one shampoo, it comes right off of your hands too. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone through and I've applied the highlights all over my head. The next step is going to be to brush it out. And this is very important because it helps ensure that none of the color transfers onto like your pillowcase or anything like that. After you give yourself 3 to 5 minutes to let it dry and then you brush it out, it's totally transfer resistant. So it's not going to sweat off, it's not going to come out in your sheets, it's not going to rub off on your hands. Obviously I have blonde hair, and this is not the first time that I've played with these over the past couple of days. Like I said, it washes out immediately in one shampoo and it does not stain your color. So after I shampooed it out, and I didn't even use a harsh shampoo, I used a sulfate-free shampoo, there was no pink left behind, so that's great. Also, there are no bad chemicals, so there's no ammonia, no peroxide, no synthetic dyes, none of those baddies that are just really gonna like strip your hair and that you typically think of when you think of dye, of hair dye. Again, it's totally temporary and it washes out in one shampoo. A couple of troubleshooting tips. If you find for whatever reason that there's a little bit too much color, like maybe you wanted something really subtle and it looks a bit too dark for you or because you've applied it too much, you can just take a cloth or a towel or something like that and you can just sort of wipe it off, and then you can brush it through after 3 or 5 minutes after it dries, and the color will be less. Another important tip tip. Do not forget to shake the can before you use it, very important. And then finally, if you find for whatever reason that the actuator button is stuck, if you're trying to push it down and it's not coming out, you can just push it up and then push it down again. Again, as I said, I think it's really important just to play with it and have fun. You know, it's pink hair color, it's something that's supposed to be fun and supposed to be a little out there, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, as long as you follow, you know, the instructions, make sure to wait 3 to 5 minutes, make sure you have clean, dry hair, and then be sure to brush it through. You know, whatever you do will probably look awesome. Okay, so that's that. That's Alterna One Night Highlights in Haute Pink. Simple, easy to use, super fun, temporary, no commitment, not bad for your hair, and, you know, just a blast to use. So, thanks for watching, guys.